Most of you might have seen this movie for the first time when you were a kid. Maybe the tender portrayal of having a school crush and the insecurity surrounded by it might have excited you, or the terrific side of three girls going out to get an abortion all by themselves in a strange town might have petrified you. These are some of the visible elements in the film that you might have read while watching it for the first time when you were a kid. But when I look at this film in a different way, I get to understand something more deep in the story that makes me want to fall in love with this movie even more. High school dramas or the portrayal of the problems of teenage wasn't a prominent thing in Malayalam cinema. Only few of the directors have explored it beautifully. Today I'm going to do a different reading of the Malayalam movie Notebook, released in the year 2007, directed by Rosh Andrews and written by the duo Bobby Sanjay. A story set in the beautiful valley surrounded by pine trees and cold trees. This film isn't just a love story in Sridevi's life and a cover-up of an unplanned pregnancy. The film has a straightaway criticism on the society's perception of education and raises an important question: what is the objective of education? This is the underlying layer that connects the progression of every character throughout the movie. When you analyze the career path of each character and how it is related to their understanding of education, you will have an influence on what I am talking about. Let's start with the character of Firoz. Firoz is a person who loves music. His desire and talent to play music had gone unnoticed among his peers because of his poor performance in exams. He studies well and scores good marks when his father offers him to buy a grand piano, but he was falsely accused of conducting malpractice and thrown out of the school because of the preconceived notion regarding his academics. But how did his career end up? Years later, Sarah notices him at an airport, now being a successful music producer, surrounded by the people who love what he does, which he lacked at a certain point of his life. Now look at the characters Sarah and Pooja. Both of them are good in academics and in other activities, but what was their understanding of education? When Sarah asked Pooja to stand with her to complain about the real culprit who actually copied in the exam so that she can prove the innocence of Firoz, Pooja refused. But Sarah, who believed in her principles, went on and complained anyway to the principal, but she was discouraged by the authority and failed to help Firoz again due to the inability of the system to understand students. When Sarah and Pooja came to know about the shocking news of Sridevi's death, Pooja said that nobody should know about it as it might affect their career and life, so it is better to be silent about everything. But Sarah, who was heartbroken by the loss of her dear friend, confessed all the truth to the police. Even the principal and police emotionally tortured her and said that she will not have a good career with this kind of a criminal attitude. Her father stood with her and gave hope to her crumbling life. In the end, proving every other person wrong, Sarah takes oath in a graduation ceremony from one of the top universities of our country and secures a successful path in her life. But at the same time, Pooja, whose mind was only focused on saving herself, not only lost her career and friends, but lost the rhythm of her mind, filled with regret, and spends the rest of her years in a mental asylum. Similar characters are placed throughout the movie, like the character Suraj. Suraj wasn't aware of the reason for the death of Sridevi. His love for Sridevi was honest and true. He realizes that even though it was unintentional, he too was the reason for the death of Sridevi. This is why he decides to visit Sridevi's home just to be present in front of her parents as a silent apology from a teenager. He not only does that, he spends the rest of the years being with Pooja and her mother, helping them through their hard times, who have been isolated by everyone else. All these raises one important question towards us. What should be the objective of our education? What are we prepping our kids for? The objective of education, be it about science, literature, arts, sports, cooking, music, or even travel, is not only for discovering yourselves, but to discover the people around you, the things around you. The way we see and perceive education is deeply flawed, that an individual coming out of a university with excellent grades are incapable of dealing with their real life crises. They might have mastery over equations, but most of them are incapable of even solving a fight with the people whom they think are important in their life. This movie throws light into these nuances of our society. On the one side, you can see people trying to please the system which is inherently broken, and on the other side, there are people who are destined to stand out, suffocating amidst the chaos. Even though Firoz, Pooja, Suraj, and Sarah lost something they thought is very important in their life, the people who followed their heart, the people who took accountability for their mistakes, and the people who stood up for the right thing are the ones who survived in the end, which is an important lesson that we should teach the coming generation and should be defined as, in quotes, an educated person. For years, people around us have been preaching us that it is terrible to fail, it is terrible to fall in love, it is terrible to make mistakes in life. It is high time to teach that it is okay to fail, it is okay to fall in love, it is okay to make mistakes, but in these pertinent moments, an individual should discover themselves and rise to success. In this way, everyone in our society will get a sort of a value in their life which will inspire them to push even further. We all go to schools and college not to get a random job which we don't even like and to be a slave of a story that someone else has created. We need to be educated to be ourselves, and it should prepare us for the harsh realities and adversities of life. Notebook at the First Glance is a simple story that tells the friendship of three girls, but deep inside it points out how to cut the gory nose from our life. Our education should enable us to jump over the fences of crisis. And the wisdom to jump over the fences of life should be acquired from our past mistakes, the things that we want to change, things that we love, with the sheer belief in yourself.
I feel love 'cause I do believe. I see you smile down on me. To love, to learn, to live.
You must try. Now, when you read, don't just consider what the author thinks. Consider what you think. Boys, you must strive to find your own voice. Because the longer you wait to begin, the less likely you are to find it at all. Thoreau said most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Don't be resigned to that. Break out. Now, don't just walk off the edge like lemmings. Look around you. There you go, Mr. Christie. Thank you. Yes. Dare to strike out and find new ground.